friends, welcome back to my channel. The 49ers just picked again, and this time they finally switched it up and they went offense. Okay, so they definitely went O-line, right? Because that's obviously their second biggest need besides stopping the run. No, they went wide receiver. This is what happens when you finally give Kyle Shanahan a pick. We know his affinity for wide receivers. I don't know if this guy is horrible. It was a huge reach. He was picked with pick 138, and he was projected to go in the 6th or 7th round. 49ers just got him in the 4th round. Now, as a guy, they need speed. The 49ers really need speed, and they do need a wide receiver they lost, obviously moving off of Deebo Samuel. Brandon Ayuk isn't going to be around for at least half the year, maybe more. But the thing that makes me mad with by the way, wide receiver Jordan Watkins. I should have said that at the beginning. 49ers draft wide receiver Jordan Watkins out of Ole Miss. Finally an offensive pick. He has some good characteristics, and we're going to get into that. My issue is the 49ers don't know how to draft this guy. They just got rid of Danny Gray, who was a small speed wide receiver. He never produced for them. They have Jacob Cowing on their team, and Jacob Cowing is this exact prototype. So I don't know if they're already out on Jacob Cowing, and that kind of scares me if so. I'm not against this guy. I'm going to get into his pros. I just think that interior O-line was a bigger need, and there were guards available in the 4th round. I also do still think they need a running back, but you have to throw the ball to someone, and the 49ers are missing speed, and if they don't believe that Cowing is the guy, maybe they believe this guy will be impactful, and if he is impactful, it'll be a good pick. So let me tell you more about Jordan Watkins. He met with the 49ers for a 30 visit. We know that the 49ers really value those 30 visit meetings. He's super fast, as I said, ran a 4.3, 740. Also, averaged 19 yards a catch last year. So not only speed, but kind of like surprisingly, you're getting a lot of those with catching the ball downfield, but he also averages 7 yards after the catch. Obviously this is in college, the SEC, so we'll see if it translates because he is a smaller guy, but I like the yards after catch. I like that he's fast, averaging 19 yards a carry. He can also return punts, which I love that. He can return punts. He's 5'11", like I said, smaller guy, 5'11", 184 pounds. He has 36 career punt returns for 291 yards and 1 touchdown. Last year he tied for most touchdowns in the SEC. That was 9 touchdowns. He had 906 yards last year. So the pros on this guy is, leading the EC in touchdowns for 9, being a speed guy with a 4.3, 740, 19 yards per catch average. Also, that versatility for the special teams in being able to return punts and get touchdowns and yards with punts as well. And the 49ers, they need hands. They need a speed guy. I'm not criticizing this guy. I'm criticizing the process. This was a reach. This was a guy that was supposed to go in the 6th or 7th round. They got him in the 4th round. Now it's the very end of the 4th round, but still, and it's a comp pick, so it's not like they're giving up one of their own picks, but still, there were guards available. I wish they would have went guard. I also don't know if I trust their scouts or Kyle, whoever's making these picks, because Danny Gray had a very similar body type and speed skill set. He's no longer on the team, and Jacob Cowing has an almost identical build, height and weight and speed skill set as well, and he's on the team right now. He's been training this offseason in Florida with Ricky Pearsall. So we'll see what this guy looks like in camp. I feel I give the guy a B minus grade, but I give the pick, because it was just not addressing the biggest need in my opinion, more of a C minus. I like that the guy, led the SEC. I like that he had honors. He was a team leader. We know that the 49ers like character guys. And they did need, I guess, a wide receiver. I just thought O-line is the biggest need. So I wish they would have gone interior O-line here because there were guys available. I also think running back is even a bigger need, but I know a lot of people think wide receiver is a need, and speed on this team is definitely an issue. We have a lot of big body guys. Even when IU comes back, he was our version of a speed wide receiver, and he's much slower than these guys, you know, so... and then you think like Kittle's a pass catcher, but he's a tight end. Jawan Jennings is more of a tight end than anything. Ricky Pearsall isn't a speed guy. So they do need speed. So that's why I give the player, as a guy, 9 touchdowns leading the SEC. I give the player, the speed, a B-, because, you know, he's not wowing anyone, but I give the pick a C- because it's not a wow pick, and you had guys that you needed, you had O-line that you needed, and there were guys available for them to pick. It might have been depth pieces, but there were guards available, and now 49ers have 6 more picks though, so they got to go O-line at some point. But you guys let me know what you grade this pick. This is the first one I'm kind of like about, and it seems like the first one that Kyle actually picked. The first 5 were Robert Saleh, and I love them. So let me know. Love you guys. Bye.